Softball season is back, baby, and you know what that means. Another year of Softball 360. Coming up on today's show, you'll meet the biggest, baddest, and luckiest softball sluggers on the planet, the Long Haul Bombers.
Get all the perks of softball. It's like winning the softball lottery.
After that, how would your team like to play here or here this summer? We'll tell you how you can be a part of the Miken Championship Series. Plus, we've got the lowdown on all the hottest bats for 2007.
It's one of the greatest sweet spots of a bat I've ever hit.
All that and much, much more. It's all coming up next on Softball 360.
Stick around, Softball 360. Here we go.
Welcome to Softball 360. I'm Greer Howard, and I'll be your host all summer long for the biggest and best softball tournaments and events across the country. If this is the first time you're tuning in with us, you might be wondering why I'm hosting a softball show from a baseball stadium. Well, Turner Field is just one of 13 Major League Baseball stadiums we're going to be visiting this season with the hottest ticket in softball. Still confused? Check this out.
Out in LA, we're in Lancaster, California. I've always called it the PR weekend. Photo ops, posters, poster shots.
Shooting videos, taking pictures, getting ready for the Long Haul Bomber events.
They're back, baby.
I'm gonna talk shit even about my partner. He sucks, I carry this team.
Bigger and badder than ever.
I intend to destroy everything in my path with this bat, with this new weapon.
They are the Long Haul Bombers.
You got to produce. That's the bottom line. You know, we got something we got to prove.
These are the 8 best home run hitters in slow pitch softball. But by the end of the summer, only one will be left standing. There are 4 teams of 2, with each team representing a different bat company.
This is Brett Helmer from Cicero, New York, and I am swinging the Synergy Plus from Easton Sports.
Hi, I'm Kenny Briggs. I'm from Sacramento, California. I'll be swinging the Miken NRG 600.
Larry Carter, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Team DeMarini, and I'm swinging the Juice.
Jeff Hall here from Gastonia, North Kakalaki. I will be swinging the M7JH120, the Jeff Hall Series Mayhem.
Ray Cowart, Team DeMarini. Juggernaut, powered by DeMarini.
Jeff Wallace, Syracuse, New York, Easton Sports, swinging the new Synergy Plus.
Hi, I'm Bob Waldyke from Hudsonville, Michigan. I'm swinging for Miken, using the Miken Energy.
Hi, I'm BJ Fulton from King, North Carolina. I'll be swinging the Worth Newton.
That was good.
Was it bad?
That was fine.
What? I need y'all out of here.
The Bombers will travel coast to coast, competing in home run derbies just minutes before Major League Baseball games. After competing at 12 stadiums, the top 4 hitters will advance to the finals at the Rogers Center in Toronto.
Y'all got me nervous now.
Hitting in the stadiums, it's hard to describe. The experience of hitting in there with the crowds and the players, the way they treat you, it's just, it's something I wish everybody could experience who loves softball.
When we go to the ballparks and the professional players are out there watching us hit, it kind of starts with people are going, oh, what is it? What is it? You know, if it's a place we've never been to, and the first guy gets up there and he hits a really good one, I mean, all of a sudden you can hear the crowd and start to feel them get more involved in it. And then, you know, when we put on a good show, the people are just going crazy.
It's unbelievable. You get to travel across the country, you know, and see things that you would never probably see. You know, we're the luckiest 8 guys in the country. You know, there's only 8 guys doing this, you know, and there is a ton of softball players.
The thing about this Long Haul Bomber Tour I like, you get to really talk, enjoy the game for what it is, hit long home runs, visit with everybody, get all the perks of softball. It's like winning the softball lottery.
You know, I can't tell you how many times people come up and go, hey, I seen you on TV, and that's just really cool.
Well, it never ends. I'm out of state and people's coming up and, you know, they want your autograph. You got kids. They want you to take pictures with kids.
You know, it's a dream come true. It really is.
With all the attention that we're getting on the baseball field, you know, everybody's getting an idea of what that piece of equipment can do.
They're in competition, you know, just like me and Brett are in competition with the other guys in this. You know, Easton Sports in competition, and their main competition is Worth Sports, is Miken, is DeMarini. And no doubt about it, you know, people think that this is just, you know, because we make some light of it and this and that, but it means a lot. You know, Easton wants that cup at the end of this.
DeMarini Sports, probably one of the top sport manufacturers around. The top.
There's not another product that I can put in my hand and feel that when I step to the plate, I'm not going to make an out. And I feel every time that when I step to the plate, I'm going to put on a show for the fans, and that's what they want.
The mutants coming towards a ball field near you, America. It's one of the greatest sweet spots of a bat I've ever hit. I mean, you can miss it and still blow it out of the park.
It'd have to be a cold day in hell before I walk away from worse sports.
Look for the juggernaut to do some talking.
Every year, Easton seems to outdo themselves. And even, you know, with the composites, it's really, you would think that it's gotten harder to do because of technology, you know, how much better can you go, and they do it.
We have had the best bat. I don't have to sit here and, you know, I know every manufacturer says the same thing on here, but, you know, in our case, it's the truth. We have the best bat out there. We sell the most of them. People love it, and they keep coming back.
Miken's wonderful, man. I can't say enough about the company. They got the best equipment. I have no excuses. I have the best bat made. They've been 100% supportive of me. They could have tried to get somebody else, but they're going with me again, and I'm not going to let them down this year.
Who will win this year's trophy? Just ask the Bombers themselves.
I think the only thing you expect is me winning.
Without sounding too conceited, I think it's going to be a long, painful year for the other three manufacturers in this contest.
Me and Brett will be taking the trophy home.
You know, it's going to be like taking candy from a baby from them two. But if you look at them and you get them in here on camera, it looks like they took all the candy. Because I think one's about 350 pounds and the other one's about 325 pounds.
Doesn't look like anyone has a real good shot to win the Modesty Trophy, does it?
America, I'm a stud.
Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. Hello? Oh, hi. Okay, yes, I'll give Jeff Hall the message. Bye-bye now. That was Donald Trump. He wants his ego back.
Helmer, Wallace, if y'all can quit eating long enough and y'all get off the couch.
Well, I mean, he's famous for bumping his gums. That's his deal, man. He likes to run his mouth, and one of my old teachers used to call that verbal diarrhea, and I'm pretty sure that's what he's got. But I think we'll shut him up. You know, hey, you know what? They won the team thing last year, him and BJ. Congratulations to them, but you know what? It's kind of a tainted title because Team Easton wasn't involved, so.
Make sure you tune into Softball 360 each week as we follow this epic contest.
It's going to be an exciting year for the tour. Can't wait.
I'm looking forward to the challenge.
You won't want to miss a single swing of the Long Haul Bombers Stadium Power Tour.
America, come out and support us. Don't be afraid to come up and talk to us. We're just like you. Put our pants on the same way. Only thing, God blessed us to be able to hit a softball a long ways.
I'm proud to be here, and let's give it hell another year.
Stick around, Softball 360. Here we go.
To find out even more about the Long Haul Bombers, log on to our website at softball360.com, where we have official merchandise and all the bats you just saw available right now. All right, don't go anywhere because we are coming right back.
Coming up next on Softball 360, the World Softball League wants you. Find out how you can play in the biggest and coolest tournaments of the summer. Plus, baseball legend Don Mattingly has a beast of a surprise for the softball world.
It's a great bat, and it's going to revolutionize the game. I suggest you go out and get it. And by the way, Yankee baseball rules. We love you, Don.
Don't go anywhere. Softball 360 is brought to you by Miken, elite equipment for the elite player. Easton, play with it or play against it. Worth, performance through technology. DeMarini, insane dedication to performance. Combat outhits anything. And Mattingly Sports, unleash the beast within.
Welcome back to Softball 360, your one-stop shop for all softball news and information. If you play softball, you're probably wondering what tournaments you and your team should play in this season. Well, our vote always goes for the World Softball League's Miken Championship Series. Let's get a recap of what's happened so far.
We're running the 6th annual Wessel Sports Bash for Cash softball tournament. Started out, grew from a 40-team tournament in its inaugural year to this year, 6 year, going up to over 207 teams.
Get her, run through it.
Basically, everybody has cabin fever this time of year. They want to get out and play. Cincinnati has just a ton of league teams. We have thousands of teams registered in the Cincinnati area every single year. A lot of close friends in softball, even though these teams come from way far away. We have teams from Georgia, teams from North Carolina, New York, Wisconsin, Michigan, Ohio, Tennessee, just all over. And a lot of them have been return teams, so they build friendships. They may only see each other once or twice a year, but they remember each other. They sit down, drink a Coke or have a beer, and they have a good time.
It's a good event to umpire. A lot of teams. Gets bigger and bigger every year.
I really don't know why it's grown so fast. I just try to treat teams fairly, but I just try to give somebody the best bang for their buck as far as the softball value.
But it's a good turnout, every year it's good teams come out, a lot of competition, we get a lot of swings in early, the weather's a little cold, but it's a good time out here.
Everybody says this time of the year that it's just for fun, they don't count, but that's not true, they all count. It's a good way to start the year off.
You try to do your best, you come with your best game, and you call the best game you get, call it the way you see it.
Yeah, we expect to win every game we play. We come out here, we feel like we play pretty well together, and we wouldn't come out here if we expected to lose, so that's why we're here.
Basically, the Bash for Cash, we have multiple divisions. We have an ASA WSL World Qualifier, and how it basically works is the top 2 in each division will go to a championship round where they have a chance at winning outstanding prizes from Miken and Softball 360, and they also can come away with a lot of cash. Wessel Sports, we've put together with cash and prizes a little over $15,000. Miken and Softball 360 WSL have included a package of over $5,000.
Next, we're moving on to the championship game. I don't know who we're playing at this point. We're on our way over to the next field to play the last team standing, and hopefully when that one's done, we're the only team still around. It was a good game. They put it to us on Friday night. We came out today, a little different team. We hit as a team. We started out right on top and done pretty good. Came back and put them away when we had to, and we did.
I'd just like to thank the World Softball League, Softball 360, Miken, for their great contribution this year with over $5,000 in prize package. It's been a wonderful event, but we look forward to seeing them down there at Panama City Beach at the World Championships.
Kick it. Think your team has what it takes to compete in the World Softball League's Miken Championship Series? There are over 100 tournaments all across the country for your team to play in, and they're open to any team across all skill levels. If your team places in the top 5 of any division, A through D, you'll win an unpaid berth to the Miken Championships in either Panama City Beach, Florida, or Las Vegas. That's right, the WSL Miken Championship circuit has become so popular that they have added a West Coast Championship in the City of Lights. What better way to cap off your season in style than playing for unprecedented cash and prizes in beautiful Las Vegas or Panama City Beach?
For a complete schedule of this summer's tournaments, visit worldsoftballleague.com, and hopefully we'll see your team in Panama City or Las Vegas at the end of the season.
And now for Softball 360 Trivia, brought to you by Easton Sports. What was the original name of Atlanta's Turner Field? Think you know? If you can answer correctly by the end of the commercial break, you will win 5,000 cool points.
Welcome back to Softball 360, coming to you from Turner Field in Atlanta. Before the break, we asked you what the original name of Turner Field was. If you said Centennial Olympic Stadium, you were right. The stadium was built for the Olympic Games in 1996, and that year also was the premiere of softball as an Olympic sport. All right, with that in mind, let's head to the Worth Fast Pitch Focus.
Hey folks, welcome to Softball 360. We're here in Oklahoma City, my backyard. We're here with the World Cup of Softball. We're going to check out the showdown between USA and Team Japan. You look like you dressed for the occasion. How you doing? I'm Larry Carter, Softball 360. Got the show here. Who here? Next to me, the World Cup is the biggest thing in softball.
Here.
How long you been here?
I've been here since Friday night.
Ooh, how you enjoying this heat?
I'm loving it. It's nice.
You're loving it. It's hot, ain't it, brother? You're going to look like me when you leave. Over the last 4 days, national teams for the U.S., Great Britain, Canada, Australia, China, and Japan have been battling it out trying to earn their spot at the big show tonight, the International Championships. Even though I came to the World Cup as a reporter, I enjoyed the show just as much as anyone else. I was a big fan. Over 6,000 fans participated. Just in case the USA team gets in trouble, bam, bam, there it is right there, people. Look what I got. I even got a helmet to see if they'll let me hit. What do you think, folks? One time, just one time, please. During last year's title game, the United States dropped a 3-1 heartbreaker to Team Japan. But the fans in Oklahoma seem to have their money on Team USA this time around. So who you picking to win? Think about it. Pitcher Kat Osterman led the way. She shut out Japan through 5 innings. We're now in the top of the 6th inning. The score is still 4-0, and it's been so hot in Oklahoma City lately that you get to go home with a souvenir to keep yourself cool. Check that out, will you? And check that out. We got a bunch of them going on this weekend. Caddy's keeping me cool right now. The kiddies on the house. And Team USA was no joke on the other side of the plate either. These ladies could hit the ball. You just saw a couple of freaking bombs go out here. Hell, I thought the long haul bombers were in town. You're missing a good show if you're not here. So stick around, I think there might be more coming. Japan was able to put up 2 runs late in the game, but it just wasn't enough. USA won the 2nd annual World Cup of Softball with a score of 5-2. Taria, what can you contribute the way you guys played this year to the way you played last year?
I think everybody kind of knows their roles now, and people have really stepped up into the leadership. Last year, everybody was kind of a little passive, and we were able to practice a lot more.
Big difference.
Oh, yeah.
You guys look like a team this year. I was like, man, they look like they've been together all year. When we see you next year, you gonna come back, girl?
Yeah, that's my plan.
Next year, I'll train throughout the whole entire year, and then hopefully make this team again for the next summer.
So you guys actually had to qualify for this team.
Yeah, we have tryouts twice a year.
So you think I can make it?
You probably could if you put a wig on.
Cut that, brother, cut that.
No, leave that in there.
It was a great night all around. I even got to brush up on my Japanese with Japan's ace, the star pitcher. And I'm speaking with, what's her name? What's the weather, how, the heat? I guess I'm a little rusty. From Oklahoma City, it was nice being your host. I hope we can do this again, and I'll see you next year. Take care.
Softball 360 is brought to you by the ASA, the national governing body of softball. Tenel 360, safety, comfort, performance. Panama City Beach, featuring the world's most beautiful beaches. Shirts and logos, quick, crazy, quality teamwear. Rover Plus 9, America's leader in softball pants. And the Miken NRG, the official ball of the WSL.
Welcome back to Softball 360. On each episode this season, we're going to take a closer look into the lives of the most important people in softball. We call it A Day in the Cleats, and it's appropriately brought to you by Tenel 360 Shoes. Check it out.
Hi, I'm Don Mattingly, and in today's game, bat speed is the key to successful hitting.
When you hear the name Don Mattingly, you probably think of Major League Baseball, the New York Yankees, and great hitting. But one thing's for sure, you probably don't think about softball. But that could all change in the years to come as Don Mattingly unleashes the Beast. We caught up with the Mattingly sports crew at a recent promotional event in New Jersey.
As a guy who's been playing competitive softball since I got out of college, I find myself using different kinds of bats, whether it's Easton, DeMarini, but the Mattingly V-Grip for us, as it makes its splash into the market, should be great.
The Beast Bat is gaining momentum as softball and baseball players alike try out the revolutionary V-Grip handle.
I designed the V-Grip handle to increase your power and distance.
We obviously knew once we had this grip on baseball bats and softball bats, we really had a new innovation in game-approved product, something that hadn't come along in a long time.
The V-shaped handle forces you to grip the bat correctly in your hands, which can lead to quicker bat speed and more power.
We understand how important in the softball world power is and to be able to drive the ball. And with the bat head speed that's generated through the proper grip, and the proper performance, it absolutely is an innovation, and we think it's going to be huge in the softball world.
I came across Mattingly as a tool to teach my kids how to hold their hands right on the bat, but I realized as I was teaching my kids that I myself wasn't holding the bat correctly. Years of bad habits had crept in, but the V-grip not only has increased my average at the plate, it's increased the power in which I hit the ball, and it's a great product.
The thing that we're so excited about relative to softball is the fact that many of the bats that have been on the market really hype and focus on the performance of the bat. With Mattingly Softball, we believe our products will focus on the performance of the player. It's what the grip does to the alignment that allows the performance of the player to be optimal. So in addition to having great technology in the barrel, when you combine that with the performance of the player through the right grip alignment and the right bat head speed, we think we'll have unmatched performance on the field.
To check out the beast for yourself, visit MattinglyBaseball.com.
It's a phenomenal tool, it's a great bat, and it's going to revolutionize the game. I suggest you go out and get it. And by the way, Yankee baseball rules. We love you, Don.
Well, unfortunately, that's all I have for this episode of Softball 360. But make sure you tune in all summer long for the hottest softball news and events that you don't want to miss. From Turner Field in Atlanta, I'm Greer Howard, and I'll see you next time.
Oh, hold on, I was waiting for you to do that. Here, Andy.
With the hottest ticket in softball, sorry.
America. Watch out, Miken's a-coming. That was stupid.
That works.